How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 363. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Case 39. Case 39 is directed by Christian Alvart, who I only know him from directing Pandorum, which is a film that I did not like at all, if that's going to tell you anything. This film stars Renee Zellweger herself, Bradley Cooper, Ian McShane, and Jodelle Ferland. Who's a girl that's kind of popped up in a few films. I believe she was in Terry Gilliam's Tideland, and she was also amazing in that. Case 39 is the story about this woman who's kind of works in child services, and she goes to homes to see if these kids are being abused or neglected or that sort of thing, so they can place them in the proper treatment. And she has 38 cases, but her boss comes by and hands her case 39, and it's about this family who the girl hasn't been sleeping. And she's fallen asleep in class, her grades have declined rapidly, and she starts to realize something might be wrong in this house. The parents are acting very strange. She comes to find out that the little girl says that her parents are trying to kill her and send her to hell. She intervenes when the parents are just about to do this, and they place her in some home, and the little girl takes a liking to Renee Zellweger and says, you know, can I just stay with you? Like, I would love to just stay with you. And so she does. But, you know, Renee Zellweger kind of realizes maybe the parents weren't that crazy after all for trying to kill this little girl, because maybe there's something wrong with this one. Case 39, to me, plays like Orphan, but not nearly as well executed. And I don't necessarily even think Orphan is that fantastic of a movie. I think it's a very entertaining horror thriller type of a film, and I think it works well for that. But I think Case 39 is just so all over the place, and I think the dialogue is just so bad, and the plot devices that are used in this are more than laughable, and I think everything that occurs in this film just does not feel real or as if it would happen in real life at all. I believe right off the bat, when they're intervening with these parents that are trying to kill this little girl, they're literally trying to put her in an oven and burn her alive, and Renee Zellweger goes over with Ian McShane, who's the police officer, the cop of this movie, and he bursts down the door with this gun, and he like subdues the guy, but he totally just neglects the woman that's behind him with a knife. And after he gets both of these people on the ground, he never arrests them. You never see him put on handcuffs on this person. I don't even believe you ever really see police show up. And like 1 or 2 weeks later, Renee Zellweger shows up back at the house to investigate the house. Renee Zellweger's character is not a cop, and I don't know why that is even in the movie. She's literally like touching the floorboards and touching the walls as if she's looking for clues, and she's literally like a child psychologist. There is Bradley Cooper's character, who's kind of like a pseudo love interest to Renee Zellweger. He feels so just random in this movie, like he's there for almost no reason other than to have another character that could potentially die in the film. So somebody to kind of care about. The way in which things go about happening, I mean, Renee Zellweger is talking to this little girl, and the little girl literally tells her like 5 times, why won't you be my mommy? Why won't I live with you? Why can't I live with you? Come on, can I live with you? And it gets to the point where Renee Zellweger is sitting in her home drinking wine, staring at fish in her fish tank, almost as if to say, well, I take care of fish, like I could probably take care of a kid. And it's just all really laughable. The only good things I would say about Case 39 is that I do think there are certain moments in the film that are very, not very, but slightly creepy and scary in its own little weird way, because I get creeped out by very random things. But there are also the very cliched scary moments where the things that you're jumping at are not scary at all. I believe one is a knock on a door, one is a dog barking, things like that aren't scary, but they just make it so loud over silence that you have to jump. It also ends very abruptly and very kind of like, okay, well, I'm ready to go home. I feel like after watching The Social Network, I've been kind of spoiled by dialogue and movies in general, because this one is not really worth your time at all. I would say to rent Orphan. It's a much better version of this type of movie. I give Case 39 a 1.5 out of 5. I did not enjoy it at all. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.